to Munich or you are visiting and you've just looked at your bank account and thought, how am I supposed to enjoy summer in one of the most expensive cities in Germany? Munich in summer is peak magic, and most of the best things cost little to nothing. Today I'm giving you my personal guide, 15 activities I actually do as a local in summer, free ones, cheap ones, and a few that cost a little but are absolutely worth it. Let's go. First on the list goes without saying, the English Garden. And the English Garden is free, always free, and yeah, it's always free. The English Garden is one of the largest urban parks in the world with 375 hectares. It's even bigger than the Central Park in New York. You can spend an entire day here, bring a blanket, a book, your lunch, and if you've never seen the Eisbach surfers, go. People surf a standing river wave right in the middle of the city. It's a sight to behold, honestly. You can also swim in the Isar. The Isar river runs right through Munich and the water is clean. In summer, locals head to the banks, they lay out and they swim. We also have a grilling location around the Isar. It's relaxed, there are grills, families, friends, and it's the most Munich thing that you can do in summer. So you can go here to, grill with your friends or have a good time with your family, or even like have some time with yourself. It's a lovely experience, I would really say. In Munich, we have free museum Sundays. So on the first Sunday of each month, most major state museums in Bavaria drop their entry fee to just €1. This includes the Deutsches Museum, the Pinakothek Museums, and more. If you're planning around this, you're probably saving between 10 to 15 euros per museum visit. So check it out, check out their websites to make sure that you're saving on cost, and probably go on a Sunday. Of course, not too far from Odeonsplatz, which is around where the English Garden is located, we have the Marienplatz and the Viktualienmarkt. Just walking through Marienplatz costs you nothing, and the Viktualienmarkt is right next to it. So even if you don't buy anything, it's a full sensory experience. If you do want to treat yourself, you can grab something small from one of the stalls and sit in the sun. It's always a good idea to sit in the sun. Honestly, I love sitting in the sun, so yeah. And of course, what you have mentioned, the Olympiapark. This park itself is free. The lake is beautiful. In summer, there's sometimes free concerts. The hill gives you one of the best views of Munich, especially on a clear day when you can see the Alps in the background. I genuinely never get tired of this view. You can also watch the sunset here as well. I also love watching the sunset. So you can imagine how much I love this place. Yes, yeah. Munich without a beer garden. Like, what's Germany without a beer garden? How much more, what's Munich, the home of the Oktoberfest, without a beer garden culture? So we have the beer garden culture, but in this sense, it's more like the budget style beer garden culture. Beer gardens are not free. But here's the thing, by law, in traditional Munich beer gardens, you're allowed to bring your own food. You buy your drink and you bring your own snacks or food. This is a huge money saver. You can pack some bread, cheese, fruits, whatever you enjoy, and enjoy a full evening for under 10 euros. Then you can also see the sunset at the Monopteros. I think that's how it's pronounced. But that's the spelling, Monopteros, yeah, Monopteros. This is, it's a Greek temple in the English Garden. It's one of Munich's most iconic sunset spots. It costs you nothing. You just show up, sit on the steps, and watch the sky change color. You can also cycle along the Isar. I have not done this yet. Munich is extremely bike friendly, and you can rent a bike or use the MVG rad and cycle along the Isar path. Walking by the Isar is beautiful, so I can only imagine biking along the Isar. It's active and it's one of the best ways to see the city outside the tourist areas. Then you can also take a day trip to the lakes. There's the Ammersee or the Starnberger See. There's the Eibsee. So if you're in Munich, you get to experience the sea culture firsthand with easy access to multiple lakes around it. They are all reachable by the S-Bahn. So with your Deutschland ticket, your transport is covered. All lakes are stunning. Bring your swimming things, a picnic, sunscreen, a full day out for basically the cost of your picnic food. What you have mentioned is the open air cinema. Munich has several open-air cinema events in summer. Some are free, some charge a small entry fee. It ranges, okay? It's such a lovely experience watching a film under the stars. You can check local listings for Kino, Mund and Stern, or cinema and Olympia's See. I went to see a movie at the open-air cinema at Olympia's See a couple of weeks ago, and it was a wonderful experience. I highly recommend. It was my first experience and I loved it very much, so definitely will try it out. I cannot mention activities in Munich without mentioning the Nymphenburg Palace Gardens. The palace itself costs you to enter. I've forgotten how much it costs right now, but you can check the description box below. I'm going to link the actual web page in the description box below. So like I said, the palace itself, it costs you to enter the palace, but to see the garden is free. And they are enormous and beautiful. Perfect for a long walk, a picnic, or just sitting and pretending you live a luxurious life, you know, or you live an elegant life. There are also street festivals and the Stadtfeste. The summer in Munich means you have a lot of state festivals, so neighborhood street festivals. Many are free to enter. There's music, there's food, people. You can check the city's event center. That's www.münchen.de, and you find something almost every weekend. Beyond the famous Eisbach surfer spot, Munich has a whole network of little streams, some running through residential neighborhoods. In summer, people sit by them, dip their feet in to read. It's very peaceful and completely free. So you might want to check around where you're located to find, you know, small streams that are running by your neighborhood. We also have free walking tours. These are free, so it's not like you're going there for free, but they are tip-based. So they are tip-based walking tours, yeah, of Munich's old town that are genuinely excellent. Companies like Sandemans offer these. Perfect if you're new to the city or have visitors coming. You learn things about Munich, even long-time residents or not. Then there's also the picnic culture. Munich's picnic culture is real and it's wonderful. It's amazing. It usually only happens in the summer, and summer only happens when? Once a year. So grab your supplies from Rewe, Aldi, or the Viktualienmarkt and find a sunny spot in any of the parks I mentioned and just be. There's no reservation, there's no dress code, there's no bill to be paid at the end. It's honestly, you know, how a lot of locals spend their summer on the weekends. So there you have it, 15 ways to have a full rich Munich summer without spending a lot of money. Because living well does not have to mean spending everything you have. If this was useful, give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps the channel grow. And if you're new here, my name is Detutu, a corporate professional living in Munich. And I make videos about life here, expat life, intentional living, and personal finance. If you want to see more of this, subscribe. I post every week. Thank you so much for watching. Tschüssi!